this morning was wild. Tucker Carlson fired. Don Lemon, by the way, also fired. And it was at least as abrupt, if not more so, because Don Lemon posted on Twitter, he only found out from his agent. They didn't even call Don Lemon. He's been working there for what, close to 2 decades?
Whoa.
And now granted, Don Lemon has recently had scandals involving, some of the things he said about, like prominent women in politics, and there's concerns about some of the stuff behind the scenes. So maybe that's what it's about. We don't exactly know. But I want to talk a little bit about the sort of side effects of this, the consequences of this. So if we assume that things in the news happen in threes, then that's 2. Who's the third person to go? And you out there in the comments, feel free to let us know who takes Tucker's spot. So who actually moves up? So who also goes down? Who moves up? Also, what happens with Fox Nation? Because Fox Nation was like a Roseanne special, Kayleigh McEnany talking about the Bible, and a whole bunch of Tucker Carlson stuff. It was pretty much the Tucker Carlson network. So what happens to that?
I mean, I don't know. I think maybe they switch. I think Don Lemon goes to Tucker's spot. And I think CNN will absolutely do what CNN does, which is hire Tucker as a consultant to come and speak for the Republican Party. And it'll be like, this is perfectly normal, everybody. Yeah, I don't know, Don Lemon, man, the dude can't win. Can't he just drink a little bit in the morning, in the evening, on New Year's Eve? Not a big deal. So he said Nikki Haley was in the prime of her life, whatever. It's just so funny that like we're sort of even comparing these things. It's weird how they both exited, but like one Nazi, other said something kind of insensitive about Nikki Haley. Here's my question, John. What happens when you get to work at Fox News and you realize right then and there that you've been fired? Is your white hood and robe just not laid out for you? That's
that
so
how
awkward.
You find out? Yeah, I don't know. I assume, like, I'm also wondering, I realize now that I probably shouldn't. I was thinking, well, what happens to his whole team, like his producers and everything? And then I realized, well, I do have some basic human decency or compassion for them, but they are willingly working for Tucker Carlson, so that reflects. But anyway, I assume that the team will probably stay together, and some people are speculating they'll do a Daily Show type thing, where they just bring on a succession of crazies.
David Duke 1 week.
David Duke,
Nick Fuentes.
Who's the Boss guy, Nick Fuentes, Alex Jones,
Yiannopoulos.
A pulled pork sandwich that Alex Jones mostly ate.
Absolutely.
An AR-15.
A green
and
M&M.
Just rotate. A sexy green M&M. Hot. Mike Lindell. He's the only person advertising on there anyway.
Dude, now can I just say, if Mike Lindell had a show?
Oh no.
Like, just give the man a show. I would so watch that show because he makes no sense. It's very, very funny. It's like he's like a radicalized Yogi Bear. Like that's the kind of like energy that he gives.
Yeah. So some ideas that have been thrown out. So Rittenhouse, no, they're not gonna do Rittenhouse. Gutfeld, he's already got his thing. They don't need it.
Gutfeld's
Dan Bongino, maybe, but Dan Bongino also just cut his affiliation with them a couple days ago too. Barely Funky says Tulsi Gabbard.
Ooh.
Which look, no, I don't think that they're gonna give the slot to Tulsi, but what if they give it to like Jesse Waters?
They would,
and then Jesse Waters' slot goes to Tulsi Gabbard.
Jesse's so excited. It's not gonna be Jesse Waters, guys. It's just not. I mean, and if it is, I mean, I guess that's good because Jesse Waters
could radicalize more. Why not?
I think he's an ineffective dolt. I think it's very obvious that he is a crap eating preppy prick. Sorry, can I say that word? I don't know.
I don't know actually. By the way, really fast, I think I might have said who's the boss. Is that what I said?
You did.
That's not what I mean.
Tony Danza?
Sorry, not Tony Danza. I'm talking about Scott Baio. Not Tony.
Oh.
As far as I know, he's not a right winger. I apologize for besmirching the boss. But anyway, although I don't know, maybe he is the right winger. I honestly don't know. I have no idea. I don't particularly care. So anyway, and if one more person in the media is gonna leave, is Chuck Todd still around? He should go. He's terrible. Anyway, you know what? So look, there's going to be a lot that's going to be developing. Hopefully, we'll learn more. Maybe this is tied to the Abby Grossberg thing. Like, we know that a lot of these guys lose their positions at Fox because of what?
Sexual harassment. Yep. I'm telling you.
It's the culture, and we know it's his culture too. Now, there's no evidence of that right now except for what Abby Grossberg is saying. But it is not impossible to speculate that Tucker Carlson, who clearly despises women and has no respect for them, that he might have done some stuff. It's possible.
Yep.
You microwave your nether regions long enough, God knows what happens.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.